Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Gordon Masson alongside my new commentating partner, William Koshnick, and this is the Raw review for March 2nd, 2015. And tonight we have a special public service announcement. And this public service announcement is brought to you in part by The Miz and his problem. Hit the music, guys. Now tonight, we've seen a segment where The Miz got his first ever commercial with Damien Mizdow. And to not quite remember what the drug was called.
Niagara.
Yeah. It made you, it's the thing that makes you hard all the time. And because The Miz is pretty small, and Maurice can't feel it, we just wanted to say, Miz, we feel for you, bud. You can't be big like us. You can't be big like anybody else around the locker room. It's already shit to change in a stall and not in the locker room with the other men who actually have, genuine male-sized meat. So,
like Roman Reigns.
For The Miz, we like to say, please go support The Miz. Tweet The Miz at Mike The Miz and say, we support you in your small junk. Tell The Miz how you feel for him. Tell The Miz that you appreciate his work. Tell The Miz that you appreciate his straight-to-DVD movie style. And you appreciate everything he's done for this business. So thank you. And let's jump in to the Raw review. Alright, so Raw, it wasn't shit.
It was exciting, very exciting.
I wouldn't go off of very, but it was a pretty good show. Now just imagine if this were 2 hours.
I think they would have had a lot of They would have had a lot of cutting out to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like stuff that probably wouldn't have belonged on that show would have been cut, and the good stuff would have been kept.
Well, if it was cut, then we might not have gotten the Niagara commercial.
The Niagara commercial would have still been there, because that's still part of a legitimate story. All the legitimate story stuff would have still been there. The illegitimate stuff would have been cut out.
Like all that stealing.
Okay, the stealing is a part of the Intercontinental Championship story.
If you say so.
All right, so wait, let's jump into the show. And first, we get Seth Rollins opening the show talking about how he's going to basically verbally and physically destroy Jon Stewart. Anything you got to say about this?
So what had happened was he was like, Jon Stewart is on his way here. I'm gonna punch him in the face. I'm gonna be better than him. I can out-rap Wiz Khalifa. I can out-eat Mark Henry. I can out-talk Jon Stewart. And I can out-wrestle Roman Reigns.
And if I hit the steal from Tyson Kidd, but that's a fact. We got another fact there, another fact there, another fact there. Everything that Rollins said were legitimate facts. And you may get on the wrong side of my subscribers here, bud, but you're not the biggest Rollins fan.
I'm really not. I really hate him. He's now Seth Smallins.
Nah, bro.
He needs that Niagara.
No, dude, no, I'm on here. But when the photo scandal got released, I think all men wish they could have been Seth Rollins.
I'm sorry, I looked at that picture, and then they brought it up on a stream 2 days later.
After
let's
this,
back it up for a minute. You said all those were fact, so you think this man can out-eat Mark Henry?
Okay, that one was a joke. -1 fact.
Okay.
I forgot about out-eating Mark Henry. That was one thing that just, because Mark Henry doesn't exist anymore, because every time Mark Henry comes back, he comes back, gets injured, comes back, gets injured, comes back, gets injured.
So Rey Mysterio?
The Black Rey Mysterio. Alright, but after this, Rey Mysterio, Booyaka Booyaka 69. Anyways, after
After
this,
this,
we get
Reigns
Roman
comes
Reigns.
out.
And after Roman Reigns comes out, we get Roman Reigns talking garbage back to Seth Rollins and Seth asked him what he was doing out here. And I'm gonna let you take this one.
So Reigns came out and was like, I just wanted to hear everyone say you suck in person, which Rollins was like, I'm not having it. And he's like, continue.
Okay, so Rollins said, not only am I better than Jon Stewart, basically, he's like, I'm better than you, I can out wrestle you, and everybody here knows I'm a better wrestler than you. And then I've proven it time and time again, basically going on to paraphrase what Rollins said. And then Reigns goes on to be the big bully he is, and then when he runs out of words to say, because he's not that good on the mic at all, he always threatens you with the one thing. How about I punch you in the face?
You sound like JBL right there. I feel like Rollins was bullying Reigns.
Rollins is bullying Reigns? Did you see what Reigns is to anybody who, out talks him on the microphone? Oh, I'll punch you in the face and that'll solve my solutions.
Listen, when you grow up next to The Rock, you can't be like that, man. You can't have his mic skills talking about pie.
Listen, man. The Usos grew up next to The Rock and they can't speak. Everybody, I think The Rock is the only one in that family who can legitimately talk on a microphone.
I mean, Rikishi just gives it the pink eye.
Please, that's not going to that.
Pink eye society.
Ew. But, not after this, Rollins eventually gets punched in the face by Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
And then J&J gets taken out.
So after that, we get the confrontation between Rollins
and... Let me... Wait, we didn't get the Rollins Jon Stewart thing next. We're going...
No, Rollins and Orton, when they were backstage, and he was like, go talk to the authority.
No, wait. Let me just give my remarks in on this one, though.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Reigns is nothing but a big, fat jerk here. Rollins tried to simply talk to him like a civilized man, and then like the Neanderthal Roman Reigns is, he goes on to punch Seth Rollins in his face and beat up the personal security for no reason. Great job, well done, Roman Reigns, you big, giant, baby-faced bully.
That was civilized?
Rollins was being civilized until Roman Reigns said, I can just punch you in the face, and took the mic out of his hand.
He was screaming at him. If someone screams at me, I'm punching you in the face.
Okay. Civilized in a wrestling ring is yelling at each other, okay? We're not talking about civilized in the regular world on the street. We're talking about civilized in a wrestling ring. Civilized in a wrestling ring is screaming at one another.
Well, we'll get into the civilized things later on in the show.
Yes, but next we did get Orton and Rollins backstage. And Orton basically, we know he's going to turn on Seth at one point. We know he's going to turn. So he just started saying, where were you guys out there? Where were you, the crackdown security team? He's like, you were supposed to be there to protect Seth. You know what, Seth? I think you could obviously beat Roman. I think you're obviously better than Roman. So what you should do is you should go to the authority and ask for a match.
You can cut the tension with a knife.
Yep, and then Rollins is like, you know what, thank you, Randy, I appreciate it, but I can handle this on my own.
If you can handle it on your own, why do you have 4 security guards?
2, Kane and Big Show are lackeys.
2 security guards.
And 2 fat lackeys.
A monster and a guy who thinks he's an athlete.
You want to really call Kane a monster? Can we not call him the guy who snuck out of the retirement home?
Listen, Kane is the athlete. I don't know why you thought he was the monster.
What is Big Show?
The monster?
Are you sure about that?
No.
Are you sure about that?
Listen, it was a joke. Just let it ride.
Like Kane and Big Show?
Yeah.
After the home.
After that was B&B versus Ambrose.
Yes, and Dean Ambrose goes on to win this with the Dirty Deeds. Now, anything you liked about this match?
This had one of the best lines of the night. So R-Truth Our Truth is there, and he's like, "Hey, JBL," and where JBL goes on to say, "We're like Eminem and Dr. Dre."
He always makes some sort of rapping thing for R-Truth. Like, whenever he says something to R-Truth, whenever R-Truth's on commentary, and this even goes back to like 2 years ago, he always makes a black rapping group comparison. It is unparalleled, the things that they come up with racially for R-Truth, that commentary. And then R-Truth, what are you going to say that I really like that I messaged you on Facebook about? Oh, yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, he said to Booker, what's up, Bazooka? And then he's like, what's up, JB? I was like, what's up, Trizuth? And then, Booker, like, when you start talking like that?
Booker T
JBL
was
just instantly turned black. JBL instantly turned black, and Booker called him out on it without saying it. When did you turn black?
Booker T's such a great announcer.
He's turned into one. He used to be a joke, and like that's what people used to love him because he used to have like if you weren't watching back then, he used to have the calls like shucky ducky quack quack, and then he used to be like, oh my goodness, whenever something ridiculously stupid happened, and he used to be like the comedy commentator.
And now that's just Michael Cole.
No, Michael Cole doesn't sit there and make comedy jokes. That was Lawler, and Lawler's on SmackDown now.
Mm-hmm. So in this match, Truth steals the title yet again.
Yep, Truth steals the title, and then out of nowhere, we get big-ass Luke Harper. And what do you call it? R-Truth hands the title over to him.
After JBL's like, I don't know you.
JBL, what do you call it? He's like, what is he doing here? I don't know. Don't talk to me. I don't know you. I don't see you. You're not in my path. No. Really, like, JBL did a great job putting this guy over as a legitimate monster, and I loved every second of it.
He takes the belt and he leaves, and Baird's like, what are you doing? It's mine.
Now, see, here's another thing with this. I can only expand my disbelief so far with this because Ambrose, like if you go back to that match, Ambrose looked at him walk out with the championship, and then after Ambrose won with the Dirty Deeds, he starts looking around like, where's the championship? Come on, dude. You can only make me expand my disbelief so far. If you look back, you see Ambrose look directly at him, walking out with the title.
Unless they made him close his eyes.
Or Ambrose stole some of mine. Or Ambrose, I took some of his eyesight and he took some of mine and he went a little blind.
Well, he is a lunatic.
Huh?
He is a lunatic.
You know, because they can't find any better word than to coin him as the lunatic fringe. Bro, no. Oh, but another good thing about this match, did you see Ambrose chops when he had Barrett line up on the ropes? Just
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Ambrose is a good fighter.
Dude, Ambrose is an all-around good wrestler.
Oh,
Go back
also,
and look at some of his stuff in the indie, like on YouTube. It's John Moxley. You'll love it.
Also, in this match, we find out that Truth is in the ladder match at Mania.
Yeah, and they haven't really announced anybody in it, but it looks like it's going to be, like, from what you told me, because I didn't watch SmackDown this week, I optionally watch SmackDown whenever I feel like it, really.
Mm-hmm.
And you said it was a Fatal 4, right?
It seems like that. They just said multiple man.
Well, multiple men, actually, so it wasn't really coined a Fatal 4-Way, it was coined a multiple man, which was Dolph Ziggler's going to be in it, Daniel Bryan's going to be in it, Luke Harper's going to be in it, and R-Truth, and BNB. And that's all going to be for the title.
Yep.
Who wins this match?
It's hard to tell. I'm saying it's between Bryan, Ziggler, and Ambrose.
I say BNB. And you want to make, like, see, because I say this because WWE, in a sense, they do not know how to build a credible heel at all. Like, the only credible heel they know how to build is the one that they have for the main event scene, which is, at this point, Seth Rollins. So, I say this in the sense of, if you want to build someone credible, and you want to make BNB a little more better, you have him win a multiple-man ladder match. Now, who I prefer to win it is Daniel Bryan or Dean Ambrose. First Dean Ambrose and Daniel Bryan on that list.
Mm-hmm. But Ziggler's been doing pretty good, too, so that's why I say he could be in the top 3. Honestly, I don't want BNB to win because he sucks. How are you going to win a title and lose every match you've been in so far?
That if you haven't noticed the learning curve of what WWE does with their heel champion, that's what they do with every heel champion. Really. If you look like the history of heel champions, secondary champions like the Intercontinental and the United States, don't count Rusev because Rusev's undefeated. Look at every one of them. Okay, I'm going to take you back. BNB when he was champion before he got injured. He lost every single match. He won every pay-per-view match. Well, that was for the title. After BNB was The Miz. Lost every Raw match and then never really retained the title. He gave it back to Ziggler. Ziggler gave it back to him. He gave it back to Ziggler. Ziggler lost it to Harper. Harper lost every television match. Ziggler beat Harper for it. Ziggler lost it to BNB, and here we stand.
We'll find out in 27 days.
Yep, we will most definitely find out in 27 days.
Next is your favorite promo.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, I now bring you Niagara. Now, for those of you who don't really know, like in all seriousness here, Viagra is a medicine that men who cannot get an erection take to to keep themselves hard. Now, how this came about was Miz Dow was in the back with the Miz, and he's like, you know what? He's like, they reviewed what happened on SmackDown with the commercial, and they reviewed that, and then they were like, I'm Damien Mizdow here with something called Niagara, because Vince McMahon is too cheap to buy the rights just for one night to Viagra. So they take a medicine, which Vince McMahon probably has to use on a daily basis nowadays, to
Don't talk about that man right now. Like, what happens in the bedroom is his business. He probably takes like 7.
But Vince, I'm sorry, not Vince. They go on to show it. Miz Daw's basically promoting it, and then Miz is saying, "I use it all the time."
Because
Something like that. If you would like me to play it back, I will, because that was hilarious. I might die sitting here listening to it again, but if you want me to play it back, I will.
I'm trying to think of the exact wording. Cause he was making fun of how he was doing the promo. He was like, "I'm missed out, and I can't get my own identity because I'm slow and I can't get it up." Or
Yeah.
something like that.
Basically, you know what? I should play the promo, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
All right, so this is cutting edge stuff, people. Like this, if you are eating something while watching this, I advise you put your food down, put your drink down. You are going to die.
And look in my eyes.
Exactly. I'm going to skip the little talking backstage they had to show this. And Mizdow, I'm just going to say now, he told him not to play it. He did. He really did. He said, Miz, you might want to be careful about this.
Review it first and then show it. Miz was like, "No, you suck. Get out of here, loser."
Exactly. Let's see. Where is Niagara? Where is Niagara? Where is Niagara? Ah, yes. Here it is. Niagara. And we get ads.
For hair products.
Yeah, for hair products, yeah. You know, because I obviously have a great-looking mohawk here. I don't need hair products.
I've never seen hair so straight as mine. I mean, so short as mine. Short and perfect.
You got that good old straight-edge hair. All right, so we're going to skip through this first part. All right, so this one let me skip any further, so we're just going to deliver this to Buffer, and I'm just going to say this mine right now. Can you hear it?
No. Yes.
Raging Bull?
No, he wasn't. Do you think that Brad Pitt was second guessing himself in Fight Club?
Listen to me.
No. Please. I don't need to scream it. I lived it. So now, run!
Oh, God, here we go, people.
Run!
Are you suffering from erectile?
And I can't stand
Do you suffer from following?
It's too soft, too small, and completely, utterly useless.
Money just isn't enough. The Miz. Niagara. Niagara's good.
This little pill will set you straight.
Satisfy her. Niagara. These pins, these fucking little ones, right? Just falling down. Extended distance. Niagara.
Alright, so that was the Niagara thing. The most hilarious, on the boundary edge of PG thing I've ever seen live. It's too soft. It's not good enough. Really?
This was a social commentary all about Vince.
Exactly. Someone in the back said, "All right, let's mess with Vince and put the segment on Raw," while he wasn't in the boardroom for the meeting for creative for the show.
I bet Triple H did
And they
it.
played it. It was Triple H. Let me screw with Vince and make him quit.
Ugh.
But
If you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you.
you're fired.
Take Niagara.
That's 3 words. Actually, no, it's not. That's 3 syllables.
What to say? How is that 3 words?
Shut up and we move on to
Next is my favorite promo.
Bray Wyatt.
Wyatt, man.
Oh, wait, before we get to Wyatt, we forgot to mention that after this, Miz smacked Mizdow and basically told him, "You're nothing. Without me, you wouldn't be Mizdow. Without me, W would have fired you again," because he was Idol Stevens when he was tagged up with Casey James back in 2007 when Michelle McCool was managing them.
I don't remember who these people were. I only remember him from the Rhodes Scholars.
Do you remember, you remember Paul and the Brian Kendrick, right?
Yes.
You remember Casey James and Idol Stevens accompanied by Michelle McCool, one of the teams they used to face? Like when Michelle McCool had a rivalry with Ashley?
I believe so.
You remember the 2 dudes that Ashley managed?
Yes.
The one dude in the pink pants was Sandow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So Miz kind of broke some boundaries there.
What I don't understand though, why isn't this man fighting back?
Because in kayfabe terms, Miz now has no other job and he'll think he'll go back to being a loser and he needs Miz to be relevant, is what he honestly thinks. But I never told you my WrestleMania booking for this. Oh wait, I have, yeah. They go to WrestleMania and have a match over who gets to have the rights to be in the Miz. And if Mizdow wins, he gets to claim being a former WWE champion, former 4-time Intercontinental champion, former United States champion, 2-time United States champion, I believe, and a former 6-time now tag team champion, and a former Money in the Bank winner. Mizdow gets all those rights. And then eventually, he'll go back to saying, "I don't need to be the Miz. I'm more successful as Damien Sandow," goes to throw all that away, and then makes the Miz like garbage, and then Sandow goes back to being relevant.
Okay. Shout out to John Morrison and The Miz.
The dirt sheet, bro. Alright, but next we had the symbolic burning of the Undertaker's metaphorical, how did you say?
Casket.
Yeah, let's put it like that.
So his whole spiel was like, "Why aren't you answering me, you fool? I want to face you, you fool." It sounded like a love song.
That's dumbing down a Bray Wyatt promo, really. That's dumbing it down to the lowest degree at this point.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like a love song to The Undertaker.
Well, in other words, Wyatt basically said, "I'm calling you out, you're ignoring me." Wyatt basically sounds like, not to be like a douche to Wyatt, but Wyatt basically sounds like that little kid who lost his father and is calling his father back and burning all his father's items that he left behind.
So a better version than the kid from Kids Next Door who was kidnapping people's fathers?
Yeah.
I don't know. He sounded more like Taylor Swift to me. Bray Swift.
Hold on. Did you just make a Bray Wyatt and Taylor Swift comparison on this right now?
Yes, I did. Bray Swift. Taylor Wyatt.
You are dead to me right now. You are dead to me. Never disgrace Bray Wyatt like that ever again, man. Alright, but Wyatt basically burned the casket, and that was that, and...
We'll find out what happens on SmackDown, I guess.
Basically. So, Undertaker wouldn't show up on SmackDown, but he'll have another promo basically. But
Yep.
next we move on to Kid, Cesaro, and Natalya versus uh, the Usos and Naomi. The Usos and
Story
Naomi.
time, real quick. So
Okay.
my friend, I was talking to him today in lunch about Naomi, and he looked at me straight in the face and said, "I need to see who this looks like." So today I send him a picture of Naomi, and the first thing he sends me back,
Ass.
exactly.
Yeah. That's what everyone says when they see her.
Why she's so thick though? She ain't Paige though.
She in it. I get to that when we get to that. Don't
You
open
almost said
your mouth.
you
Don't.
almost said Naomi's not Naomi.
No, I almost said something else, but we'll save that when we get to that.
Yeah.
So next, basically, Kid Cesaro and Natalya versus the Usos and Naomi. And the Usos and Naomi going to win when the Usos about to double team Tyson Kidd. And he tags in Natalya. Now, commentary was putting this over as Tyson Kidd's being a coward. No, he's not. He's saving the match from ending because if the Usos get a chance to double team him and a double super kick and then a splash, it's over. So by tagging Natalya in, Natalya should have just sat down in the corner or rolled out of the ring. So Naomi couldn't roll her up like that. It was completely stupid, and Natalya blamed Tyson for no reason.
You see, this is why I don't like the Usos matches.
I hate the Usos now, dude. Like the Usos used to be cool to me, and now they're not. Like they're like tag team Cenas who win everything, and when they lose, they come back and they conquer all and win everything.
They suck. Bring back their father, who was good.
Their father has dementia and is too old to come back, so it's not gonna happen.
So yeah, she sprained her knee and got really upset. There was turmoil.
It was her ankle, but I understand where you're coming from. Either way, she was mad. Tyson Kidd hugged her and basically said, "It's okay." He basically said the same thing he said last time. She cost him the match. It's okay. It's okay. You cost us the match. It's fine though. You cost us the match. Constantly reminded that she costed them the match.
Before we go on to the next segment, if we're done with this one,
hmm
why do you keep promoting Sheamus coming back if he's not gonna come back
The perfect
anytime soon?
the perfect time for him to come back was in
Fastlane.
Fastlane. I would have rather had Sheamus come back and bro kick Daniel Bryan, and it would have been not Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan, than for it to have been, or just to come back and sneak attack Bryan and then have Reigns win.
Yeah, like if you're gonna keep having this man say he's coming back, have him come back. Don't just keep throwing us the chain and then
Then
yanking it
we're gonna
away.
hear this. We're gonna hear this until after WrestleMania. He'll return then after WrestleMania, and then everybody's going, "Oh, I forgot about Sheamus." No, you didn't.
I feel like he's
Yeah.
gonna be in the Andre the Giant thing.
Well, considering that everybody's always, what? Maybe.
Speaking about that,
Wait, what was the next? Was that segment next?
yep, Cena was next.
Okay. Let me basically put this out there. So Cena comes out and says, "You know what? All you people who are let me premise this by saying we're in Newark tonight. And not New York. Newark is a smarky, darky, dorpy, dookie town where the fans are basically smarks and they're like the educated wrestling fans who know all about the business. Because Triple H told us we don't tonight, but I disagree with my fellow
We're not there yet.
friend Triple H. But yeah, we're not there, but that was the next segment after this. But anyways, Cena goes on to say he's going to be entering himself into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which then Stephanie McMahon comes out, and my God, she laid
It had me rolling on the floor.
Dude,
She was like, no.
she laid into Cena.
Who are you to say you're going into this match?
She's like disrespecting Andre the Giant by saying you are just getting put in his match. You know what? Like, because John Cena said he's been here for 15 years and has been in 10 WrestleManias or something like that. He's been in, I don't know, but there's a lot of numbers. Cena basically said he's been in practically every WrestleMania since he's been here.
I think he was 10. And
Yeah.
then he was like, well, isn't that what we're doing? Curtis Axel did it.
R-Truth did it. No, not R-Truth. Curtis
Miz
Axel
did it.
Miz did it. And like, I think one more person he said, but either way, he's like, yeah, but John, he's like, I think Stephanie's like technicality after that. She's like, you know what? She's like, this is not where would WWE be without John Cena. This is where would John Cena be without WWE. He's like, you know what? We can have a WrestleMania without John Cena. He's like, you know what? fans, do you
Hulk
want
Hogan
John?
said it. Rock said it.
Yeah, he's like,
Stone Cold said it. They
yeah,
believe that if they left, we
they
would
would be WWE would be nowhere. But yet, look at us today.
started from the bottom. Now they're here.
Ugh. But
It comes
Cena,
up. My favorite part of it when she's like, "Look at this picture of me and Andre. He was my friend."
and
And
he's like,
Cena was like,
I'm not trying to disrespect Andre, but what do you call it? I figure it'd be great for me to have my legacy upon the men who have entered that battle royal and put that. Like he basically said, he's gonna make the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal memorable, and that's something that people forgot from last year. He's
my
basically
favorite part of that was when he was like, "There's a difference between that picture and now. You became a bitch."
oh, this is a bitch. Oh, this is a bitch. Oh. Yeah, that's a little word, dude. Like that's what they stress the PG boundaries. Like they won't stretch it any further than that. I didn't even care what they said. I'm like, oh wow, it's, wow, we've heard this 1,000 times. And like whenever someone gets really really mad and they get pushed to the brink, that's the word they go to.
Yeah.
So then Stephanie's like, you know what? She's like, you can mix words with me as much as you want. I'm not here to be liked. When you're in a position of authority, you have to do what's best for business. And
This
she's
is
like,
2 weeks this man has been told no.
and he has been butthurt about it.
He just looked really depressed, and it was kind of funny.
Kinda. I got a huge kick out of this.
And then Curtis Axel intervened.
Wait. Before Axel intervened, she asked the fans, "Do you want to see Cena in the Battle Royal?" They're like, "Yeah." I mean, no. Oh, wait, what do you call it? They said, "Do you not want to see Cena in WrestleMania?" I'm sorry. She said, "Do you not want to see Cena in WrestleMania?" They started chanting, "Yes, yes, yes." And it's Stephanie because she's been dealing with Daniel Bryan and tormenting him for 2 years. She brought the continuity from that story back and said, "Wow, I actually like that chant now." I thought that was great.
Off your mind.
And then that's when Axel came out and said, Axel Mania, I've been in the Royal Rumble for like 40 something days. This much time.
35 days, 26 hours, and counting.
Yeah. He's been in for over a month, basically. So, well, Axel Mania rolls on. She said, Stephanie's like, you know what? Because Axel just starts kissing ass cheeks here. He's like, you know what, Stephanie? I appreciate everything you've done for this business, everything Andre's done for this business. And you know what? Like, even me being in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, he's like, that would be great. That would be great. Me being on Mania
Two
and
wins
not
at
John Cena.
WrestleMania.
Exactly. He's like, me being in the main event and me being in, what do you call it, in the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal, like 2 wins, and that'd be great for the Axeman. So,
She was like, yeah, you guys have a match tonight. And if you want to go to WrestleMania,
then you have to
his
convince
mind.
Rusev. Yeah, you have to change Rusev's mind.
It's going to be convinced within like 2 weeks.
They have 3 weeks left.
Yeah, it's going to be convinced in 2 weeks.
Probably. But, Cena, they're going to face Axel. Axel was taunting all match, and then when Cena got sick of Axel taunting, he came out, clotheslined him again, had him on a horrible-looking AA, and then made Rusev his little bitch. And made Axel tap out.
Yeah, I was downstairs trying to work on my fastest stuff.
Okay, so what they ended up what I ended up thinking, like I tweeted this on Twitter, like you know how the Dudleys just stick at the tables, right?
I love the Dudleys now.
Yeah, what do you call it? I just tweeted, what do you call it? Creative told Cena get the shovels. That's what they told him, get the shovel and bury Axel tonight, just for no reason whatsoever. And he did exactly that, buried Axel, and that was that. So he buries Axel, and we move on. So after Cena Axel,
Triple H.
we get it.
He's no longer mean mugging.
Huh?
He's no longer mean mugging like he was last week.
Oh, dude, he mean mugged tonight in that camera. Like he looked right in the hard camera.
When he first came out, though, he wasn't.
No, he's like, you know what? He's like, I don't know where Sting ever came in. Basically, putting his feud over with Sting. I almost said Sting with Sting, and he basically just told everybody that like Sting, he should have never entered WWE. Then he calls Booker T into the ring. and this gets a whole lot more interesting. And he said, you know what, I heard what you said on commentary. He's like, you honestly believe what you said, that, what do you call it, Sting always never had an open door to WWE, and, what do you call it, no one can control Sting or stop Sting. Like, you honestly believe that when you're in a position of power like you are, and you can honestly tell that man no as much as you want, and you can shut him down as much as you want, then, I don't know, man. He's like, I honestly believe that. So, like, you believe that? Like, all right, Book, I just want to get your honest opinion, and then just walk by. Oh yeah, by the way, Book, you're fired.
This match, like, I dropped my jaw.
I just went, oh!
I didn't know what to say, and then he just looked really depressed. He didn't get that.
Exactly. And then Booker ends up walking out the commentary. Cole's like, I'm sorry, Book. Grabs his papers, and then when he starts, and when he hits the bottom of the ramp, Triple H's like, Book. I'm kidding, dude. I like what you do. Go at the commentary.
So, the beginning of this, he was like, and then at the end of it, he was like, and then he got really serious, which got really annoying.
Yeah, when he started mugging in the camera and started yelling, basically saying Sting won't beat him at Mania, to paraphrase that, and now we move on. All right, where do we go from here? It's
Obviously, my reaction is really good after here.
Nikki Bella versus Paige. Maybe Williams' moment of the night.
This match.
Yeah.
This match.
For the Divas Championship, by the way, too. You know, hashtag get Divas time. So instead of 30 seconds, we got 6 minutes of Divas tonight. And where Paige had the PTO locked in, Brie Bella, you know, no. Got in the ring and hit Paige, and the Bellas continued to jump Paige. And then I'm like, I heard rumors that AJ wasn't going to be coming back anytime soon because of the whole CM Punk Dr. Raymond thing. But when the crowd started chanting AJ,
I know nothing
AJ,
about that.
Exactly, dude. When the crowd started chanting AJ, I'm like, no, it's not going to happen. I hear light it up. My voice gets high, and I shriek a little schoolgirl, dude. Like, I'm like,
Like, I got happy, too, but then
I'm just sitting here bouncing.
I realized what the chant was, what they were chanting.
No, at first it was AJ. And then when she came out, they did the usual thing I don't normally do to her. And if you have, like, you've never seen them do this before?
I know. Like, I heard CM Punk talking about it on Colt Cabana.
Yeah, what do you call it? Every week, every single week she comes out, they chant CM Punk.
You want to hear a pun real quick?
Oh, God. Go.
Phil Brooks foul school, CM flunk.
Oh, my God.
I got one more.
Oh, go.
Phil Brooks does porn, CM spunk.
That one was bad, dude. That one was bad. Well, the first one was corny bad. That one was just bad. At least with corny, it had the potential to be funny. But, anyways. AJ and Paige going to beat the living crap out of the Bellas. And then it looks like we're getting a tag match at WrestleMania between the Bellas and AJ and Paige.
Which then goes to commercial, comes back, and you get
AJ backstage with Renee Young.
And then Paige.
Yeah. And she asked AJ, what are you doing, Mike? He's like, well, you say the enemy of my enemy is my friend? She's like, and plus, we've been enemies, we've been friends, we've been frenemies, which is probably one of the best stories ever. And
I just gotta say, like, Paige tonight, she wasn't doing it for me tonight, and that makes me kind of sad.
Well, dude, it kind of like, this was AJ's night. What can I say?
Even before she came out, I seen Nikki in that red leather outfit. Who's Cena? Be ashamed if Cena got shot.
Yeah. But,
if you know what I mean.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry to bury this segment real quick, but I forgot to mention. Rusev, just one little quick note, Rusev did say no to Cena when he asked for a challenge and buried the yes chants when they started chanting yes, and Rusev screamed at the fans, it's not your decision. And he said no, he will not accept Cena's challenge, and we'll get back to this segment anyway. So, AJ and Paige, dude, they're going to be facing the Bellas at Mania, and hopefully they get time.
Oh, I wish they could be tracing my face.
And then AJ ended up saying in the promo to Renee, she's like, you know, hopefully, you know, because the Bellas have been bullying the entire division of divas, maybe And when I come back and me and Paige get to beat up the Bellas, not me and Paige, like I get to help beat up the Bellas, they give divas a chance.
Which then goes into the segment of a diva being in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but did you not get the give a diva a chance thing?
Yeah,
The Twitter trend from last week that was trending worldwide, #1 trend in the world?
I did. I haven't been on Twitter.
You gotta go on Twitter, dude. Follow these things.
I know.
Like, I was live tweeting Raw tonight. If you're wondering why I was messaging you back like that, I was live tweeting Raw.
I kind of figured.
Yeah, because, like, I've started live tweeting Raw. It's pretty fun. It's entertaining. But, and then, actually, next what we get here is, the Diva inducted in the Hall of Fame. You kind of mentioned it. I was just going to skip over it. I didn't want to be disrespectful of it, now that you had to mention it, so I can't remember who she was.
Yeah, that was all I had to say about it.
Yeah, so.
Next, you get the Daily Show.
The Daily Show hosted by Seth Rollins.
They're taking this thing too far.
Okay, I have a serious question. Why do they invite these celebrities here if they can't take a bump? Especially the old ones, like Jon Stewart.
They think it's real? I don't know.
Dude, I understand Jon Stewart's old, but you couldn't get somebody else to feud with Seth Rollins. You couldn't get Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy who?
You don't know who Jimmy Fallon is?
It's a joke.
One of the funniest. Oh, okay. I was gonna say for a second, like, I don't even watch this show and I know who he is.
This had my other second favorite line of the show.
Oh, from. Oh wait. First, basically, let's jump into this. Rollins just started burning Fallon. I said Fallon. See, I'm already thinking because Jimmy Fallon, I know he could probably take the one, but
yeah, he started just making bad jokes.
They were supposed to be bad, so the crowd would boo him because they're in a smarky town, and the smarky town, Seth Rollins gets cheered.
Yeah, and then J&J were like, "Haha, you're as funny as a fish."
The funny thing is you clapped like them, and they're clapping like seals. But in all honesty, you hate J&J, but I love J&J. I just think they're great.
I just hate them because the one J is Eminem.
Joey Mercury.
Yep. But then he shows up.
Yeah, what's his face? I can't remember.
Jon Stewart, and then he's like, "You didn't earn it."
Yeah, like you didn't earn Money in the Bank. I was there in Boston when it happened. Kane should have won. I mean, Kane helped you out. Ambrose should be Money in the Bank right now. Yada yada. And then that's where he grabs him, and then Randy Orton comes out.
You missed it, because before he was like, "You look like a SWAT team stripper with Lady Gaga's hair."
Oh yeah, I didn't laugh at all at that. That was the second joke. I kind of laughed at.
That was
I
a
can't
second
remember.
joke.
That was a second one. I can't honestly remember right now, but it's not even worth it. Randy comes out, comes to the ramp, and when Seth grabs him, he kicks him in the nuts. Like Seth got kicked in the nuts, and then he ran away. Jon Stewart ran away, and then the funniest part was after this commercial. I'm not normally like into Randy Orton, but what he did to Seth, like when he said to Seth after this was hilarious. He's like, Seth, I saved your dumbass.
You could have. You don't have you wouldn't have a career now. I thought you were talking about the part where he was like, "So
he's like,
they come down here, right? I'm just gonna go."
Wait, what?
I thought you were talking about when Stewart was like, "So the superstars, they come down here, right?"
No, I'm talking about the part where
yeah.
I didn't even take that part down. It was just that was pointless to me. But Rollins ends up basically saying, like, Orton basically tells Rollins, "You should thank me. I saved you." He was gonna sue you for every penny you don't have, and that was basically that.
If you need help, I'll be there. I'll be there for you.
Anyways,
Shout out to Friends. Next is Harper versus Bryan.
okay, Harper versus Bryan. This is basically Harper getting
just a standard match, I guess.
Basically, Harper getting jobbed out as per usual, and he taps out to the yes lock, going down to the Bukkake knee.
But then BNB steals the title back.
And then R-Truth steals the title back.
Nope. Ambrose ambushes him.
Ambrose ambushes him, steals the title back.
Gets
Then
big booted in the face.
by Harper,
Gets the title back.
and then R-Truth takes the title, and then he gives it back and gets clotheslined on a ramp.
Walks out like the thug he is.
And then Dolph Ziggler super kicks him and takes the title.
That was a good end to that match. And all the while that Brian's just sitting up there kind of like...
Yes, chance on the table. And what is going on here? You know, I don't care. I'm just going to yes. Yes! 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 So Daniel Bryan has been the one who has not yet to steal the championship yet. Daniel Bryan is the clean one among the dirty thieves.
Yeah.
So, up next, anyway, what do we get? Because I'm not looking at my notes.
We get Heyman.
Paul frickin' Heyman, dude.
This
was
I
awesome.
just say, what was he even talking about?
See, you're not as big of a smark as... Because, you know how there were the rumors going around this week that Brock Lesnar may have just walked out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said. I guarantee. Brock Lesnar will be at WrestleMania. You can believe that.
I got that half, and then he just started rambling, and I kind of...
No. There was no rambling from there. Everything he said had a meaning to it.
Yeah, when I hear him talk, I zone out. I don't like him.
I love Paul Heyman. And for you to say you don't like Paul Heyman, I'm pretty sure everyone who watches these videos, or everybody who watches any other sort of commentated videos on the internet, loves Paul Heyman.
Like, honestly, I'll stop watching wrestling now. I'll get back into it, and Heyman won't be there. And then from there, I'll stop watching wrestling again, and then I'll get back into it, and he'll be back. Like, he just goes away and comes back.
So that happens. The dude's only like 48, dude. He'll be around forever. Ric Flair's like 60-something.
Ric Flair's a good guy. I like Ric Flair.
Heyman will be around forever. Forever. But
Ever?
Heyman
Forever?
Huh? What'd you say?
Said forever?
Yeah, forever.
Shout out to the Outcast.
But Heyman basically goes on to say, you know what, Roman Reigns can't beat Brock Lesnar. You will believe that. He's like, you know what, they can sit here and make Roman Reigns seem as believable as possible, but you know what, no one is as believable for my beast. No one can touch my beast. No one's going to beat Brock Lesnar. They can sit here and get all the pyro ready and buy all the confetti they want. You can't beat Brock Lesnar. You can sit here and try and learn all the new moves you possibly can. You won't beat Brock Lesnar. Everything Paul Heyman said tonight had senseful meaning to it. He's like, no one expected Brock Lesnar to beat The Undertaker last year. Everybody, I'm pretty sure I know people who betted their mortgages on their houses and lost their mortgages.
That black guy's face, I can't get out of my mind. That guy's face is implanted in my mind.
Paul Heyman, on the microphone, is a god among men. You may not agree with me, but he's a god among men.
He needs to get assassinated.
Huh?
He needs to get assassinated.
No. But, basically, Roman Reigns comes out after this, and we get ready for the main event.
This main event was actually really good. I liked it.
You know, because Seth told Roman to hop on his back and carried the monkey. Or should I call him a savage, but that's racist and Samoan.
I thought you meant like Randy Savage. I was going to say I missed that part.
No.
Before we get into this, how would you feel if one day all you hear is, oh yeah, and then you see a giant elbow just coming from the heavens?
I was going to say, you know Randy Savage passed away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the late Macho Man.
Wait, just give it a moment.
Just give him the salute for a second. Just salute to the Macho Man.
Oh yeah.
But after this,
Orton comes out.
yeah, Rollins comes out. We get a good match. Rollins hits the Avada Kedavra super kick while Reigns is on his knees. We get that spot, and they really showed that and put extra emphasis on that. As Seth Rollins really kicked the crap out of him.
Orton goes to commercial, comes back. Orton's out.
Yeah, and then
Orton's in control. Goes for the spear, gets his leg grabbed.
And then Rollins rolls him up and beats Roman Reigns like the Samoan monkey that he is. And Reigns goes on for the first time, not the first time, but he's done this when he was in NXT. He went over the dive over the top rope like we've never seen it before. He also hit a powerbomb combination. That was a roll-up into a powerbomb combination. Ross kicked out of that. And then he goes on to beat up the entire Authority and make them look like a bunch of jokes. So this Raw was almost an amazing Raw.
Did you hear Big Show when Orton was walking away? He was like, "Come back here. Where are you going? What are you doing?"
Before that, though, he said, "There we go, Randy, great job." And then Randy was
Yeah.
completely ignoring him.
And then he was like, "Come back here. Stop it. Where are you going? Please, right now."
Randy didn't want to celebrate with him. He just wants to make Seth think he's on his side.
This is gonna blow over 2-3 weeks.
I said the week before Mania. And then that SmackDown, we'll have it confirmed.
Yeah.
But, we're pretty much done here.
I give it 4 oh yeahs out of 5.
I don't really rate these things. I'm just saying it was a good Raw. Could have been a better Raw if what happened with Rome didn't happen at the end, but it was a good Raw for the first time in a while. So
Do I bite my tongue here or do I say it?
go on.
I feel like last week was a really good Raw too.
If you agree with me, put a like in the comment section. Put a like. If you don't, dislike.
Don't do that. Why would you do that to yourself?
Any sort of reaction you can get in this video is good. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, dislike.
Before we go, I just had something to say.
Okay.
So, can you guys support my friend on Twitch, Ghost Trooper 4567? He needs all the support he can get. And
We will now get to the greatest. Actually, after I turn my camera off, we'll do this now. It's the gimmick here. I turn my camera off and then hit the outro. And then people see me with the Bellas. But the hot one and the ugly one in Bray. But anyways, we'll now get to the greatest YouTube intro / outro.
last thing, don't forget to buy that Niagara.
And support Miz on Twitter with the hashtag We Support You Miz. So, greatest YouTube intro / outro in YouTube history. Here we go.
Peace.
So, see ya!